ain't up in this entertaining for you.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
2nd and 3. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play to just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that in.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down because he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hands it off out of the gun. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Second and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Second and 1. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On now the Miami field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now they try the right side here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Miami set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Miami. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. They'll run on first down. Gamble. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved.
Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now back to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team,
gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A gain of 3, second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That's how we do it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And that is Allen, still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it is the Denver Broncos who are moving on as they knock off the New York Jets. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. For the Seahawks, and they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Gamble. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take out blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, baby.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route.
Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A 10-play drive that time. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Gamble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass treat in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll go underneath with it. That's complete to his running back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it.
And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Texans have broken the tie.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Houston set to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hands it off out of the gun. 143 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Over the middle, complete. It's Porter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now this throw caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
They'll look to throw. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll run on first down. Gamble.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He gets it to Humphries.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Back to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Back to throw here.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't rule that one in.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass caught left side by Humphries.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Unbelievable.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Texans down by a field goal, a little over 40 seconds to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.